What's going on YouTube? Antman816 bringing you a video. Um, Today's video is of course going to be entitled My Thoughts on the Upcoming YCS Philly. Um, yeah. As I'm filming this, it's 1 week from pre-registration. It is May 11th. Registration is May 18th. Or pre-registration, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm tired as hell, guys. Sorry. We're gonna get right back into this. Alright, so Galactic Overlord brought us a new deck, support for a deck, and then another little bit of support for two other decks. Uh, One deck that it kind of gave support to is Photons, but Photons is more of a fun build, but guarantee you're still going to see it there. Will it top? Much as I think it'd be cool to see a Photon deck top, I mean like a Photon deck from the show kind of top. Uh, I gotta say no. Neo's Galaxy S Photon Dragon. Great card. I love it. Can Photons bring it out? Not that easily. Can a different kind of deck bring it out? Yeah. Heretics. Heretics can bring it out. But they'll have no effect. Unless they run a Galaxy S Photon Dragon in the deck. Also, Chaos Dragons. Not Dragonsborn, but Chaos Dragons. There could be a top of the Chaos Dragon if they take the time to actually get the 3 level 8s on the field, which they can go with a Galaxy Eyes or 2 Galaxy Eyes, and then they can play with cards like Darkstorm Dragon, who's a Gemini, or they can play like Swing of Memories to bring it back, and other shenanigans. Try to get out Neo's Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. But we're going to go on to the main decks that everyone's going to be concerned about, and I'm going to give tips and tricks that are common sense on how to beat them for the players who may not exactly know what to do. Alright, so I'm going to go to each individual deck, I apologize, and we're going to go through the pros and cons of the deck. So pretty much if that's a deck you're going to be worried about, if you think your deck's not that good against, then I'm going to give you ways to defeat it and ways it can undefeat other decks. So we're going to go off with the top deck that everyone's raving is going to be the best deck. That is Insectors. With Insectors, pretty much just a bunch of insects that goes pop, pop, pewee, boom, 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 you're dead. Course, side game, great way to defeat Insectors is always to have the Failure in hand or Skill Drain. The downside to the Insectors, or plus side of having against Insectors, is Skill Drain, Macrocosmos. Dimension Filter does not help you because Hornet is treated as an equip card. It's like the Crystal Beasts, so to speak. How they're ruling is when they are in the back row. Excuse me. For Insectors, a good side deck card is going to be Road Decree because of the Macrocosmos combatants. And just pretty much all the other trap cards that can affect Insector, because Insectors need their Hornets to hit to the grave. Hornets is such a key piece to the deck that it pretty much, if you flip a macro and they don't draw none of their back row destruction besides that can still activate, they're pretty much just SOL. There's really not much else advice I can give on how to defeat Insectors or how Insectors can do better than what they already have. I mean, Billy Bray got 3rd place with him, so I know people are going to net deck off of him a lot, so I'm not exactly sure. I would like to see his build, if he's going to YCS Philly, how he's going to integrate some of the new cards into his deck. But we're going to move on from Insectors. Dino Rabbit, nothing has really changed for Dino Rabbit at all. Just run your effect Veilers, run your bottomlesses, and Dino Rabbit players are just going to have to run Light and Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors for the Insector matchups, and for the possible Heretic matchups. Also, Royal Decrees will probably help help Dino Rabbits the most also, due to the fact that Burn might show up in full strength. Uh, by the way, the Shadow and Prison Mirrors are for Insectors, and Lion Prison Mirror will be for the upcoming deck I'm talking about, Heretics in Dragonsworn. But third deck, since I've already mentioned it, is Chamber, or Final Countdown. I category both of these into two things because they're out of a Pacific wind condition that's outside of attacking your opponent. You pretty much either you drain 20 turns with Final Countdown, or you take all 8,000 of your life points using burn cards from your opponent. With Card-D, the only thing I would say the pro against it, there's really not much except for maybe side decking debunks and sending debunk first, waiting for your Card-D, and then sending it next turn. And then if they try to Veiler, you play debunk, or you go just go and pray for the best. Again, Royal Decree for the Insectors and Dino Rabbit is going to do really well against this Chain Burn. Typically, most of the Chain Burns are trap cards. Final Countdown. Set up. Hopefully, they don't draw no destruction or lava golems, and then try to get game before the 20 turns are up. Not really much you can do except for Solemn Judgment, the Final Countdown, but yet they also still have 2 more in the deck. So, I would actually love to see how far Final Countdown will actually take it in YCS Philly. Alright, 2 more decks to go through, and I gotta do it quick. We're at 7 minutes, guys. Alright, we're gonna go on to Heretics. Heretics. What more can I say? They're just gonna have to run the bottomlesses. They're gonna have to run the Veilers. They're gonna have to hit the field quick, and they're gonna have to protect their field. I know how the deck works. I have a comprehension of it. I haven't really played it to fully know the deck in and out. But I do know that Shadow and Prison Mirrors are going to help the deck against the Insectors and possibly Dark World matchup. And then they're going to have to also run Royal Decrees in the sideboard because of because of Light and Prison Mirrors. The big attack of this weekend is going to be both copies of Imprisoned Mirrors. I believe Chaos Trap Hole might even see a thing because there's so many Light and Dark monsters running around. And then with Heretics, and I'm going to go ahead and bust out the Dragonsworn. Dragonsworn and Heretics are susceptible to both all 3. Heretics not really, but more of Dragonsworn. Macrocosmos. They're built up to Light and Prison Mirror. And they're also going to be affected by, if I remember right, Skill Drain and Electric Virus. So, good thing for them to decide is like maybe DD Crows. Also, again, the Road Decrees. Road Decrees is just going to be, I feel, should be a big tech choice. I mean, we also got to worry about cards like Night Beam. That's going to do a lot of back row destruction. And that's just really it, guys. I mean, to defeat your dragons, you need to side the Electric Viruses. To stop Insectors, you need the macro. If macro would destroy your deck, like macro destroys the Dark World deck, you just need to side appropriately. Either run Row Decrees, make sure you run the MSTs, the multiple back row destruction, and you're able to get rid of any of their side Macrocosmos, so you still get your stuff popping off in the graveyard. I do understand a lot of things I talked about is pretty much common sense for some of the pro players. So if any of you pro players watching this is like, oh, well, this is stuff I already know, I just wasted 10 minutes of my life. I'm sorry. This video is more dedicated to the players who are learning, players who want to do better, whether it be at YCS Philly, at any kind of YCS, just like myself. And even though I'm not as experienced as some of the pro players or some of the veterans who go to multiple YCSs, play in multiple big tournaments and everything like that, I myself feel that I would like to share the information I can with other people who inspire to be like them, to be the next Billy Bragg, people who want to be the next Aaron Noel, Joe Franzo. I apologize if I mispronounced your name, by the way. Um, just those people that get those regular tops. People who want to be like Paul Cooper. Get those regular tops. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off this video. This is Antman816. If you liked the video, thumbs up. Any questions, comment down below. Later, guys.